Hello students, a very good evening to all of you. Today we are going to continue our session number 3 for MCQs in biology NEET. So let me share screen with you for the questions which we are going to answer. Biology NEET MCQ doubt clarification sessions. The first question says, semi-conservative replication of DNA was first demonstrated in. Options are option A, Salmonella typhimurium, option B, Drosophila melanogaster, option C, Escherichia coli, option D, Streptococcus pneumoniae. So, before going to the exact answer and finding out the reasons, let me discuss with you students what exactly the semi-conservative replication of DNA is. What is or why is DNA replication called semi-conservative? DNA replication is semi-conservative because each helix that is created contains one strand from the helix from which it was copied. The replication of one helix results in two daughter helices, each of which contains one of the original parental helical strand. And what happens during this semi-conservative replication? During DNA replication, a double-stranded DNA molecule separates and each strand is used as a template for the synthesis of a new strand. This results in the formation of two identical copies of the original double-stranded molecule. This is called as semi-conservative replication. Now, let us see which option is correct according to this question. The correct answer is option C, Escherichia coli. Because semi-conservative DNA replication was first shown in E. coli, then in plants as well as human cells. Escherichia coli was selected because it can be grown easily in test tubes, agar plates, or Petri plates. It can be found either in aerobic or anaerobic conditions. Relatively quick generation time of E. coli. Simple DNA structure. It contains single circular DNA molecule. Hence, the correct option for this question is option C, Escherichia coli. But let us see the other options as well, which is wrong. Option A, Salmonella typhimurium. This is actually a pathogenic gram-negative bacteria found in the intestinal lumen, currently being used to develop a typhoid vaccine. It causes poisoning, often linked to contaminated water or foods, especially meat and poultry. The second option, Drosophila melanogaster. It is an important model organism that can be used as powerful genetic tool to analyze the physiological function of various modules. It is small, fecund. Fecund means hundreds of progeny from single female, a rapid breeder. These qualities allowed T.H. Morgan to discover many details of chromosomal basis of heredity during the first 3 decades of the century. Last option, that is D, Streptococcus pneumonia. It is the main cause of acquired pneumonia and meningitis in children. It resides in healthy individual, colonizing respiratory tract, sinus and nasal cavity. But in susceptible individuals with weak immune system, the bacteria becomes pathogenic and spread to other locations to cause a severe disease. Hence, the correct option for this question is Escherichia coli. Now, let us move to the second question. Question number 2 says, an insect bite may result in inflammation on that spot that is triggered by alarm chemicals such as options given are histamine and dopamine. Option 2, histamine and kinins. Option 3, interferons and opsonin. Option D, interferons and histones. Here, what is the role of histones in inflammatory response? Let us see that first. Histamine stimulates inflammation. Inflammatory mediators are molecules produced by activated cells that intensify and prolong the process of inflammatory responses, students. In mast cells, The binding of histamine to the same receptor promotes the intracellular release of calcium and recruitment of mast cells into the tissues. Now, how do this histamine and kinins causes the inflammation? When they leave the mast cell, histamine boosts the blood flow in the area of your body, the allergen affected. This causes inflammation, which lets other chemicals from your immune system to step into to do the repair work. Histamines then dock at special places called receptors in your body. The correct answer for this question is histamines and kinase. Now, on the bite of an insect, inflammation results at that spot. This is triggered by release of chemicals such as histamine and kinase by the damaged cells, which I've already explained. Now, coming to the other three options. Option A, that is histamine and dopamine, it is wrong because histamine, no doubt, for inflammatory response, but together we have dopamine. Now, what they do, they stimulate serotonin and dopamine transmission in the brain because of the potential ability to stimulate monoamine neurotransmission might be beneficial in treatment of mental disorders. Hence, option A is wrong. Now, coming to option C, interferons and opsonin. The mode of action of interferons involves both direct cytotoxic and anti-proliferative effects on tumor cells and direct effects that facilitate immune detection by host. Opsonin receptors are crucial in the function of phagocytes, example monocytes and neutrophils. Option D, interferons and histones. Histone H1 depletion triggers in interferon in cancer cells via activation of heterochromatic repeats. So, students, the correct option for this question is option B, histamine and kinins. Now, let us see our third question. Question number 3. Which one of the following groups of animals is bilaterally symmetrical and triploblastic? Options given are option A, sponges, option B, coelentrates, that is cnidarians, option C, Aschelmanthus roundworms, option D, ctenophores. Now, the correct answer of this question is option C, Aschelmanthus, that is roundworms. Aschelmanthus are triploblastic animals having bilateral symmetry, whereas sponges are diploblastic animals, asymmetrical. Then we have coelentrates. They are diploblastic and radial symmetry. Then last we have ctenophores. They are diploblastic, have radial or biradial symmetry. Hence, the correct answer for this question is option C, Aschelmanthus roundworms. Students will meet again with a lot of MCQs, with a lot of discussions regarding the MCQs in biology in my next video. We will also concentrate on more flashcards in zoology as well. Thank you.